Hi, everyone. I am actually out at the exclusive Ready to Ground Break. Ready for this? 3300 Gulf Shore Boulevard, which in Naples, Florida, will become the premier address, right? Where you know something's iconic when right now we're calling it 3300 Gulf Shore Boulevard. However, in the world, just so you know, and I'm going to help you a little bit, it's going to just be referred to as 3300. There's certain things, just like certain people's names, as they get to be a brand, where they can just go by the first name. The same thing's going to happen with this address here. And so, what I'm going to do today is I am very fortunate to be one of the invited broker agents. I am with EXP, so I would be working with any buyers that are interested in this property, but I'm going to show you the whole beautiful thing today. And so we have access, and I'm going to take you down there, show you the water views, where the 16 boat slips are going, where the two buildings will be. I'm going to give you a little orientation to what is this area right here. Why do people like it? The beach, just right through there, are gorgeous Naples beaches. So let me show you a couple things. First of all, I love truck equipment. I've been 24 years in new construction. This is the exciting part. Lots of people don't know how to handle this. I do. I love it and I enjoy it. A lot of people that are in the luxury and ultra luxury category, because these condos will go from right now pre-construction sale price with incentives that we'll talk about. They're going to start right now at 3,700,000, and the last biggest penthouse on an entire top floor of the West Building is today 23 million with incentives. So let me tell you about some of these. 3 of the penthouses are already sold. So what does that tell you? That tells you that there are people, whether locally or globally, who have decided 3,300 is going to be their home. They are going to start new construction. These things are years in the making, right? They're in an exciting, good place for people. And I'll show you why this location is iconic, pretty amazing, and has unbelievable amenities right in and around you when you want a Naples address. It is going to be windy today, guys, and it is going to be a little bit of can you hear me or not hear me, but let's do this. Let me show you. So again, you know I love the big equipment. I've been around it for 24 years. This is 3,300 Gulf Shore. And I want to get back onto this. Sorry about that, guys. Watch how this premiere opens. Each address, each floor plan in the 2 different buildings, east facing the water with the boat slips, which will go right up to, and then west facing Gulf Shore Boulevard. I have videos of the sales gallery, and I will add these to this later, but watch. Here's some of the gorgeous peek at the building. And again, I have it on video, so it'll be okay. Which floor plan would you like? One of the penthouses? We have an entire per floor plan piece for you. Would you like residence 3 or 1 or whatnot? Give me 1 second while I pop that back into the beautiful folder. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to walk the site. So I'm first going to help you coming out in a little bit of distance. And so this is a very large, gorgeous part. I think the most exciting actually is I'm going to take you down to the water first. Okay. I'm walking in heels on a construction site, just to understand. This is what you could do 24 years in the business. The woman can walk. And I have, knock on wood, not broken an ankle, not twisted anything. Everything has been perfectly lovely. Hi, everybody showing up. This is exciting. What I'm doing, just so you see, is I'm walking down. This is the part of Gulf Shore Boulevard that is very well established. There are beautiful buildings that have been known for a long time. I won't mention them. Here's the difference. When you can have brand new construction, you can have hurricane codes today. There's a difference and it's nice, right? Again, beach right through that way. We're going to walk out this way over here and I'll show you up. Here's one of my favorite bay shore where you can go to dinner and watch the boats come in. But let me walk you down here and show you where the east side building is going to be. And this is where the boat slips, 16 of them, 16 boat slips here. To have a boat at a condo in Naples is not that easy. There are enough people here that have said, worldwide and locally, hey, we want to be able to hop into a luxury condo, whether that is my full-time place or not. And we want to just drop the keys. We want to just be able to fly in, fly out, or some people may be here for a long time. I'm going to turn around. Again, it's going to be windy, but that's one of the greatest things about me. I've been doing this a long time. I can sell on construction sites. I can sell in the dirt. The seawall just went in, but let me give you a view of where this property is going to be. Hang on. A super cool boat just went by before we started this live. You want to guess the name of the boat? Lucky. The name of the boat was Lucky. And because I can, I'm going to walk you down a little bit further. We're going to go right up, not touch, not step on, because these seawalls are good and expensive. But let me show you something. It's going to be windy, guys. It's just nature. But watch this beautiful nature and watch the seawall going in. You can get access right out to the Gulf. It's pretty fantastic, right? So again, where we're at is if you are interested in the east side building, that is the one that will face the water and have the boat slips directly in front. If you are interested in the west building, will be in front of the side obviously, and facing Gulf Boulevard. Sometimes we get a little bit of wind. I don't mind. I enjoy the boating. I enjoy walking the beach. And several of the favorite restaurants are right here and around the corner, which make it fantastic. So here's the thing. You could bring a car down, of course, because you will have parking on the surface. And then there's also underground for owner, obviously, parking. So you could bring a car, no problem. If you do not want a car, it's easy too, because there is shopping within this area. Just look up Naples, Florida, moorings, and Park Shore, and just see kind of the amenities just close and local right here for you. This is the advantage. If you're interested in new construction, this is more interesting. So I'm going to turn and talk back this way too. I know it will make my hair messy, but gosh, don't you just hate it? Here's the thing. If you're interested in new construction, what it gives you in this luxury category, again, at the price point of 3,700,000 up to today, and it could change 23 million. These are the incentives that are being offered right now. We get into contract, and we are very easy to go to the sales gallery, which is indoors in a controlled environment. And I'll put those videos up for you as well. We are also able to work with the listing agent. So Coulter Urban is the developer. I can tell you, and you should look up online or check within AI chat and all that stuff that you want to. Coulter Urban has an amazing reputation. I can tell you that. They have built both around the United States and especially in Florida, unbelievable solid locations. I do know them also from other projects here, right? So they are also, which I do represent as a buyer or a transaction agent, the island. So I am not the listing agent, I'm the buyer to help you at the island up in Estero, which is a different high tower situation attached to a bigger, larger community where you already have established homes, big clubhouse, all of that kind of stuff. What people are deciding is, I hear this all the time, where exactly do I want to have my luxury new construction? What kind of a lifestyle am I looking for? These are the things that I can help you with as a purchase. The listing agents, so Joe is who I have been working with and met with this week, videos of the sales center. You're amazing at working with us, buyer agents. And so I typically tend to work exclusively as a buyer representative, which means that we would do agreements that I just represent you, the buyer. The listing agent is very happy to have us bring in buyers and have them either in the state of Florida represented by the transaction, which means we represent the transaction to help you get your new construction, get you to closing, a lot of exciting things happening in between. Or would you like me to represent you as the buyer and the listing company is representing the developer? These are your choices. But here's how these things work. There are multiple different deposits, right, that go in at different periods of time in this development. They are offering, like I said, a certain premium off the price right now. I can tell you 24 years selling new construction, this is the situation. The people who come in first, so there already have been people, like I told you, we already have 3 penthouses sold. They already have a number of units sold. So it's not like people already know they want to be here. They see the opportunity, right? We are now in the phase of just before it starts going up. In my opinion, watching 24 years of new construction, luxury construction developments, right? So this is what happens. Right now, again, like I said, they're doing multiple incentives that I will privately be able to speak with you and we'll talk with the listing agent so that we all have them exactly correct, but it has to do with funds off and lots of nice certain other things. Once the development gets going, any development, this is what happens. They end up raising the price, right? And that usually happens throughout the construction property. They will be at a place where these condos are delivered in 2027 to begin with, right? So this is the piece that's exciting for a lot of people. I get people who will say to me, Sherry, I want this opportunity or I want it for an investment. I want it for an investment. If you want it for an investment and the incentives are on right now, this is the smartest, best time to get yourself under contract, right? Because it just gives you that extra bit of equity that you started with, right? But as I said, what usually happens is the price starts going up once the first few respected buyers are in and assigned. And then the price typically goes up, right? And maybe the very last one, which is maybe the unit that it's great, it's phenomenal, but it isn't the first pick. Think about this like basketball, football, fantasy league, any of that kind of stuff. What you are doing is deciding which exact unit and which price would I like to pay. I can tell you, and I've seen the floor plans, and again, I'll do another video for you and link these both together where you can see the actual floor plans because they're allowing me to show that. Any of you can contact me at Sherry St. Marie at almost any platform, and I can help you get the information. I can help you with a private conversation about, sorry, people are digging in and sending me messages, which is awesome. Again, I'm at 3300 Gulf Shore Blvd in Naples, Florida. Brand new construction, luxury condos. Right now, the price before the incentives is the least opportunity is 3,700,000, and the highest penthouse of an entire top of the West building at this time before incentives is 23 million. If you'd like to be the top of the building facing the ocean, on Gulf Shore Boulevard in Naples, Florida, that's a pretty nice situation. I've seen the floor plan. It's absolutely huge. And then also, they do have other floor plans because I do get people, regardless of money, they will be, I don't want that much space or I don't want that much amenities, right? So there is that opportunity. Oh, the one thing I want to tell you about is I swing back around, here comes some jet skis. They come quiet and nice, right? They're not loud and whatever. Is the fact that the first floor is parking underground. There's surface parking. The second floor is all wellness. So it's all longevity and wellness related, right? This is what's happening. People want to not only live, as long as they can, but more importantly, living the best quality of those years and that time. And so the entire first floor has amazing amenities and also the ability for the members that own the building, right, to be able to do a little bit of a private event with a kitchen that's designed for them, right? A special clubhouse within that second floor. These are the things a lot of people are looking for in their Naples new construction luxury builds. And so these are the pieces that I want to help you with. Again, I'm going to show you. They are at the place of the seawall going in. Seawalls, I know you think they're not exciting. They're super, super exciting. So the bracing is up on the back end there, finishing up and curing, right? Look at this Naples sun. So that's what we have almost every day of the year. The beach is just right across the street. That's a pretty nice life. And if you go this way, you go down to Fifth, right? If you go that way, you're just up to North Naples, which a lot of people enjoy. Restaurants, shopping, entertainment there as well, which is really a nice situation. I wanted to give you just a little bit of an actual look today of the beauty of Naples. Here comes a boat. It's a very, very nice boat. And then some of the boats are massively larger than this boat. Just watch this lifestyle. So whomever is just sunbathing on the deck, again, right along here will be 16 slips. Those are a negotiated piece and price with the residents. So here the tapping through. Can I just get a boat slip? No, no, you have to own the address to buy a boat slip. Here's why. It's way too valuable in Naples, Florida to do that. And so this is the opportunity for you. It is, you don't have to be a boater clearly, right? There's going to be 51 private residences. There are 16 boat slips. The reason I wanted to do this is a lot of people, like I said, are not used to new construction. It's perfectly fine. As I told you about your clock, slip on 5-inch heels, right? And they do an amazing 2 code 2026 construction build. And so for the majority of people, that's a very solid long-term, whether you're on the water, because you got water here and the Gulf there, that you are actually in a really nice situation to be able to be solid and safe. And that's a phenomenal thing. I see all the claps coming through. Thank you so much. Again, this is, you've got to be able to be an agent. This is, let me talk about this for a minute because it's important. Here goes another boat. Just some guys tooling on a Sunday. This is the lifestyle here. Here's what I want to be able to talk to you about when you are looking at new construction. So be serious for a minute. This is the luxury and ultra luxury category, right? I have done 24 years of new construction. I have helped repeatedly people from international settings building construction, and they're up in India. So I'm live streaming topography of corners up in Wisconsin and building homes. And down here, right, of just larger developments, bigger properties, or big house, right? I understand completely that an awful lot of people in that category of luxury build and new construction build, whether they've done it before, because it's a strong preference for some people. I do not want to sleep or live or have my home where somebody else has. There are a lot of you like that at all price ranges of construction, but particularly at the well-connected, well-means categories. We understand that. For me, here's what I know about the luxury and ultra luxury and new construction. Sherry, I love it. I don't want to have to do anything with all of the stress and decisions and how are we doing and whatever. Here's where I'm completely different and have been for 24 years. I, concierge, the whole thing for you, with you, the whole thing, all the way around. Some agents will sign a contract with you and they'll show up at closing for their paycheck. I have never thought that is okay. Also at the service level, right? You expect service. So for myself, I am the one who lives here full time in Naples. And I am able to be in a situation where whether you're here flying in or not, living here or not, or can't be here because you're in Europe, it's okay. I will go to the meetings. I can go do the site visits. I can send you the piece or the whatever. And typically what I find is that you, the buyer on this luxury category, whether 3300 Gulf Shore Boulevard is your right, beautiful home, that you would like to build and be the first in. You want to be able to just do the important contract, the choices. So there is some selection choices. Again, I did a video of just even the example of the super large, very nice primary bathroom. I'll get those out on social media. But typically, you would like to not get your hands dirty. I know this about you. You don't want to get your hands dirty. Oh, there goes another one. I'm happy to get my hands dirty. I'm not afraid of it. I've been doing it 24 years. So I'll come out here and I'll walk the dirt. I'm excellent at really fast in the porta potty if I have to. And we will get you a phenomenal quality home built by Coulter Urban, which is an amazing name. So please yourself look them up online. Again, I'm Sherry St. Brie. I am with EXP. In this capacity, I serve as a buyer. So I am the agent that would be working with you, the buyer. The listing company is on site here and works with me. I am one of the agents that I'm very thankful for, have the opportunity to please come out and see this because of my reputation in Naples and globally. And also my experience of 24 years building and helping you decide, is this the right location for me? We do have quite a bit of development going on right now. There's a massive difference between where is the location? Do you want the amenities? Some people don't. I totally understand that. But today, again, I wanted to give you this gorgeous opportunity. Here's why. If I could shout globally, whether you're here or there or flying or something, I'd love to shout globally. This is your opportunity to get your address and get your address at a premium pre-construction price point, which is some of the nicest. Even you investors who never plan to live here, I'm going to show you something, okay? And then I'm not going to quote you exact prices, but this area, because I have stayed in this area before quite a lot. There are some units, right, for this brand new gorgeous construction at a minimum are renting for 20 million. 20 million. Sorry, my mind's on the penthouse is 23 million at this time. They are renting for 20,000 a month and things like that. It will depend, and this is new construction, right? We need to look at it when you are going to be moving into your place or becoming the investor on your place. But I can tell you historically, if you look up this area, the price points of rentals for premier connected and private wealth individuals has done exceptionally well over time in Naples. That's the piece that's also exciting, whether this is for yourself, for your family, whether you want to live here full time or not. I see you guys popping in. I could walk you down and around the corner. Here comes, I can tell there's just a mix between me. We had two guys golfing because they're not at the PGA thing today. We had a lady sunbathing. Now we have an entire family just out tooling around with everybody on the front of the boat. It's a pretty nice lifestyle. And again, you don't have to have, here comes another one. You don't have to have a boating lifestyle. If you just want a unit that's on east or west building and you want to watch the boats, it's just fun, right? Here comes one towards us. Sometimes they're fisher people, right? Sometimes they're $1 million boats and such, because this is a boating area, which is fun. So again, I'm Sherry St. Brie. I am with EXP. I would be working for you as a buyer agent, buyer representative on this luxury new construction, or I would be working with you as you're the buyer and I'm representing the transaction. The listing company is represented Coulter Urban. These guys were just waving as they go by, right? It's a pretty nice lifestyle. We're at 3,300 Gulf Shore Blvd in Naples, Florida, where the luxury condos have already sold a number of units. 3 of the penthouses are gone. One exceptionally large penthouse is left, which is the entire top of the west building facing the beach. There is a road in between, right? But it is facing the ocean. And then the other one is this way. There are other units, and so they go from The first floor again being covered parking, the second floor, entire second floor being wellness center of both entertainment, logistics, healthy lifestyle, clubhouse entertainment, ability to schedule private kitchen for things. And then it goes up to the top floor. There are 51 total units, and that's it here. So 51. So this is an amazing place to be able to have brand new construction. Coulter Urban, again, if you look them up online, you look them up, Sarasota to New York to here. They have an unbelievable reputation. That's why they're able to and got approved by Collier County, right? Because every development has to get approved by the county. What are you planning on doing here? Here comes a beautiful deep blue boat. This is interesting. You don't usually see that. A lot of times they're white and whatever. But here comes a fun, nice one. Let's see if I can get you. Oh, my phone's ringing. So if you have interest, please message me or call me. I am able to get you all of the information on floor plans, logistics. I have videos of the gallery center. I'm able to live stream with you all the way from the sales center to here. I live here full time. So I'm an actual resident and a part of the community in a big way. So I'm able to help you with all of your questions. What is it that you're interested in? Where are your concerns? Let's talk about it. But again, I'm out here today at their first open house in the dirt, which I love, pre-construction, to help you understand the opportunity here, the benefits you get when you're pre-construction, and the incentives that they have right now. My number, I tried to put across here, but I'm in the United States, obviously. I am a 239-404-5643. You can send me a message on social media. Sometimes people do that in the DMs, and then I don't exactly know who am I talking to. Let's be for real. And at this price point, let's frankly say, come on. So you can give me a call. I am of a zero pressure. For me, it's more interesting to show the opportunities that we have here in Naples. What an amazing, beautiful community it is. Look at that sun. Comes up beautifully. Like a vast majority of way more than 200 days a year. It's pretty nice. And so if you want to pick your unit and you want to pick your cabinetry and your things like that, which are really fantastic, you need to give me a call. Like I said, I can give you everything. So I can give you floor plans. We can talk about price point. We can meet. I am with the buyer then with you, and Joe is who I'm working with as the listing agent, so that you and I can have a really great conversation on, is this for you, first of all? Which one is for you? And how do the stage deposits go through? What is the construction schedule? Because there's a construction schedule. Again, look this builder up online, this developer, because they have an amazing reputation. They wouldn't be at the spot doing multiple properties if they were not at the capacity that they're able to do so with a great reputation in Naples. So I want to thank you again. I'm Sherry St. Marie with eXp Realty. We're going to just say bye to the water for a minute right now. I know it bums you, but I'm going to show you just over those condos that way is the Gulf. And it's pretty nice. I walk 5 miles multiple times a week on the water. I find it incredibly peaceful. I go barefoot. I think that's an okay thing, but I appreciate you showing up today. Hopefully this gave you some interesting and good things. Give me a call if you would like to. I'm happy to answer any questions. I am not pushy. We can take your time. I'm just saying they have incentives right now that might enjoy your equity, and you're picking the buildings for sure. Have a great day.